This is Joe Pugh for The Boxing Voice, joined for the first time actually by Caoimin Agyarko. How are you, Caoimin?
I'm very good, mate. I can't complain. Good to be here at the press conference today. But yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Before we get to yourself, you mentioned the press conference. Buatsi, Craig Richards, great domestic dust-up taking place at the O2 on Saturday night. What do you make of the fight, and more importantly, what's your prediction for the fight?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great night on Saturday night. Two very, very good fighters. A domestic dust-up that both fighters, I believe, at our world level. I think it's going to be a very, very tough fight, very close fight, but I am swaying towards Joshua Buatsi. I believe that this can kind of be his coming out fight to prove everyone how good he is. So I look forward to it Saturday night.
100%. And moving on to yourself, it's been a couple of months now since really you was on one of the great nights of British boxing with Conlon with your win over Rubio. How do you assess that performance in hindsight?
My performance, very average, very, very average. I'm always hard on myself, and I always say this, maybe I need to give myself a bit of credit, but it was an average performance. I could have performed a lot better. I got a tough, awkward southpaw on a week's notice. We struggled to get an opponent like we have my whole career, but listen, I got the win, and I keep saying, yes, it was an average performance, but if you look at the fight, 10 rounds I probably got hit less than 10 times, do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of fighters that be in average performances and have wars and tear-ups and come out with cuts and bruises and whatnot. It was an average performance, but it was against a tough Mexican again, so I've got to give myself some credit.
Moving forward then, is there any news on a potential date, potential fight for yourself?
No opponent yet. I should be out July at a new weight, light middleweight. So I'm kind of working towards July time. Hopefully it'll be confirmed next week or in a week or two.
So obviously moving to light middleweight, and we know titles are in your sight. A massive fight took place this weekend, Charlo versus Castano. First of all, did you watch it, and what did you make of it? Yeah,
I did watch it. Very, very competitive fight up until obviously the stoppage. I thought Charlo boxed very, very well, becoming the first undisputed champion at light middleweight. So fair play to him. It was a very competitive fight, another great fight, and I didn't really know what way it was going to go after the first one, so it was good to see him kind of go in there and make things right for himself.
And obviously, kind of, we know he may move up, but potentially in the future, would you obviously like to step in to face a great like Charlo? Oh,
without doubt. Listen, I want to test myself against anybody, and whoever has the world titles at my weight, that's who I'm working towards. I believe I'll be the first Black Arts world champion, so like I said, whoever has the world titles at my weight, I want to fight when the time's right.
And Liam Smith had a fantastic performance on the Taylor Serrano card, which we'll come to in a minute. Liam Smith, it could be a great fight for the UK, yourself versus Liam.
Yeah, it'll be a very, very good fight. I don't believe that there's a need for Liam to fight me at this stage in his career and my career. Do you know what I mean? I'm still a prospect. Liam's world proven, and fair play to him. He had a great win last time. I was very, very impressed with him. I rate him very highly. He's a very good fighter. But if I ever get the opportunity to fight Liam, I would love that fight. I think our styles would gel very well, and it'll be a great fight.
Brilliant. And the main event that night was obviously Katie Taylor in a defining moment for female boxing and kind of boxing in general. It was an excellent performance. A fellow countrywoman. What did you make of her performance? Unbelievable.
What a woman Katie Taylor is. What an athlete, fighter she is. One of the greatest athletes for me of all time. Not only boxers but greatest athletes. What she's done in this sport is unbelievable, and I was so happy for her, and she deserved that win.
And going forward, there's obviously talk of Croke Park. What would that mean to you if you was on the undercard of that night for Ireland?
Oh, that'd be a special night for me and my family. To be on the undercard of Katie Taylor headlining in Croke Park, 90,000 Irish fans. That'll be unbelievable. If that happens, I'll be getting ready to try and make me co-main event. I was co-main for the last big Irish fight with Wood Conlon. So yeah, it would be a special night for me.
Fantastic. Caoimin, thank you very much for speaking to The Boxing Voice. Hopefully see you in action again very soon. Cheers, mate.
Thank you very much, mate. Cheers.